Well, hey, football fans, Chris here from Chris for Sports Announcing. Glad you're checking the game out. Playoff football here between the Jags, and they're in the gold uniforms today, playing the Lions from Lockhart. And Colton will do the kicking duties from the 40. Got it teed up to go to the left side. One man back deep for Lockhart, otherwise everybody up close in the hands team. And there is the onside kick, a high bounce, and fielded clean by 4. And 4 slips the first tackle, 8 finds him, takes him out of bounds, but a good little return for Lockhart. First down Lockhart, and an inverted wishbone for the quarterback, hands to 16, got some room, 11 Drake finds him, and will make the tackle about the 40 with some help from some teammates, but it's good for 6 and a good start for Lockhart. So second down, high snap over the head, caught by 3, clean in the backfield, being tracked by Tyler Bell. And he takes him down for a loss past the original line of scrimmage, and it sets up a 3rd and long for Lockhart. Handoff to 3, left side, and then Moss finds him from the back. Covered up also by 5 and 11. He gets some of it back, but it's going to be a 4th down. Lockhart will have a decision here early to make on the series. 4th down, call it 6. Same formation, 4 at the quarterback gun spot, handoff 16 right side, and then Tyler's in there, grabs his ankles, won't let go, and he'll tackle him at the 40. It's a turnover on downs, and Jags will have the ball. So didn't catch the foul, but replay 4th down, 27 around the right side. Moss finds him and takes him down the boundary, and the result is the same as prior to the penalty, and the defense bends but doesn't break there. So 1st down, Jags. And Colton at quarterback has been all year. Jags, of course, just have the one defeat to the Bears, who won a minute ago. And that ball's on the ground. Drake's going to have to pick it up and make something happen. And bulls his way forward, but finds tacklers. And they drop him for 2. A good start for Lockhart on D. As I was mentioning, the Bears, White from New Braunfels, waiting for the winner of this game in the semifinal. And then, of course, the week after that would be the championship played at San Marcos High School. In the gun, Colton checks left and right. Tyler split out. Now he's going to come in motion behind. Reset. Direct snap to Drake. Follow Colton's lead block, 11. The outside. Hits the gas. Down the boundary, and a good stick there. And they're going to say enough to move the sticks. So 1st down from midfield, the 50. And the formation the same. Beckham split out here to the right side. And Colton wasn't ready for it, and they're going to blow whistles and call a false start. 1st and 15, the count in distance. No formation change yet from Buda. And handoff is to Tyler, and a good block there by Drake. Levels a guy, and Tyler needs to cut inside the block. Now he's going to try to reverse field. Usually not a great idea, but he makes something there. Dips past that guy, and there goes Tyler down the boundaries. Puts a little high step on. And 4 finds him, knocks him out of bounds after a 1st down. So it looked grim for a moment, and 12 comes up with some magic. So a big slobber-knocking block from the halfback on the right side, Drake. And Colton lets Beckham get set. Checks with Tyler. Puts him in motion. They like this 3-step drop. Colton just going to keep it to his left side. Got a man out there. He's got to cut upfield, but won't get past 16. And they wrap him up after a gain of 2. So Colton may have gotten a half yard out of the play, so it's 2nd and albeit 10, we'll call it. Same formation. Tyler this time just comes in next to him. 3-step drop, gonna look for Moss on the flag route. Colton flushed out, gonna keep it again, and got past the first one, and then a late flag from the other side of the field. It may be a block in the back, and it's gonna go against the offense, and a block in the back is a big one. So a 15-yarder on the offense sets up 2nd and forever, almost backed up into their own territory. In fact, the backfield is in Buda territory, and that ball goes right by him. Drake, I don't know if he was expecting the direct snap, so he's going to have to do something on his own out here. Cuts in, and then a good tackle there on the edge by number 3. It's 3rd and long. Drake lost a couple. So a major miscue there by the backfield. See if they can clean things up on 3rd. They need to average about 12 yards a play here. Tyler, right side, and tacklers in the backfield. Tyler, upfield, outside, and can't slip past number 24, And not sure where he was playing. He may have been defensive lineman. It's 4th down. Not sure the Jags have punted all season. I don't even think they've practiced it. And so they're going for it here on 4th and 20. And everything has come here to the near side. They've gone to the naked side, and they will again this time in the form of Drake. And now he's going to try to reverse field. And better hit the gas if he's going to, and he does there. Splits the defense, dragged down, but he may be shy. We'll see where the mark is. It's awful close. And they may have to bring sticks out and measure, which we don't see too often. I still hadn't seen a verdict. And so you don't see it too often, but they are going to measure. Pull the stick tight, and it should be enough for a first. It is. It'll keep the drive alive. So Drake looked like he was taking his time on that run, trying to pick his hole with patience. And sometimes that frustrates you as a spectator, but apparently 11 knew what he was doing. He gets enough on that 4th and long to move the sticks, and now the Jags have it on their 26-yard line. Drake's going to come out and line up twins right with Beckham to the right side. Tyler to Colton's left. And now Drake's going to come in motion. We'll see if they'll reset him. They will. And counterplay to Tyler, trying the middle of the line. It looked like it was eventually trying to go to the right, and the ball comes out. They strip Tyler, and it's a turnover, I think. It'll be a maroon football. There was a false start on that last play. Lockhart, of course, declined it, took the ball, quarter change, start at 2, handoff up the middle, and a good run by the backfield there as he splits the defensive line and gets the linebacker level. 2nd and 5. High snap over Four's head. It's live. Tyler on it, and he couldn't corral it, and Lockhart dodges the bullet and gets it back. By the skin of their teeth, they stay alive to see 3rd down, and a timeout taken by the Lions. So back from the timeout, Lockhart's going to go to the right side, and a good form tackle by Tyler Bell, whose little brother behind us is making some noise in the 8U Pee Wee game. So 4th down, going for it are the Lions. Quarterback's going to go left side and keep it, and he's got some room. Drake trying to turn him in and found there by the trailing tackler, and it's going to be good field position for the Jags. Jags number 5 injured on the play, but able to walk off under his own power, so that's what you like to see. 1st down from the 18 for the gold and white, and Drake will take a step out wider, get him in space. Counterplay to Tyler, who is looking for a hole, then it's going to bounce outside, and found by the edge corner, who contains him really well, 3, and drops him for no gain, let's say. 2nd and 10. Spots the same, hash the right side. Drake and Tyler both to Colton's sides, and he will move Drake out. Create some space on the right side. 3-step drop draw. Colton found by the backside, and I think that's 24, who's got a couple tackles today, and he's throwing his body around and making a difference. So 2 plays on offense for the Jags and no yards to show for it. That Lockhart defense coming up big so far on the drive. And Beckham's going to come in motion, and they're going to give it to him on a little reverse. He's got to go north and south, and found by the line, or 22 rather, maybe 2nd line of defense. And no gain again, 4th and 10. Beckham able to get 2 yards, so 4th and 8 from the 16, and Tyler lined up in twins right with him. And Drake to the right side, so that's where the strength is. We'll see if there's any motion here. There won't be. Colton, 5-step drop. Now he's going to run, being chased, and caught from behind. And it's a turnover on downs, and we've had a number of those from both teams today. Lockhart took their 2nd timeout of the half with 5:49 showing. And it's a 1st down for them from the 21-yard line. Scoreless here. Plays to the right side. And Brantley fell off of him and is going to send him back the other way. Steps out of the next tackle. 3 still got some room. And down the left side he goes. And then found there in a face mask. They'll tack 15 yards more onto it. And that may have been Brantley who got back up, chased him across the field, and grabbed the mask, but saved the touchdown potentially. So big production there on that play after the big run. as well as the play foul. And 4 runs into Brantley again, and 9 tackles him at midfield for a couple gained. So number 4 for Lockhart, the quarterback, showing he's a physical runner and a big kid. Handoff is to the tailback, and he's past the first line, 16, before Drake upends him, but he's good for 5, and he's able to step through that defensive line. So no huddle from Lockhart, going with some tempo. 3 in the backfield, same play. No, 4 is going to keep it, and Brantley on the stiff, trying to fight off the stiff arm. He does, and then Tyler form tackles, but falls off as well, and then the host of Jags take him out after 1. It's 4th down, and 4 not too happy about it. So 4th down and 2, and 27, the ball carrier, he's got the first down, lowers a shoulder, and has what he needs. And it's 63 on the bottom end of that tackle. So 1st down, but the sticks hadn't moved yet, so they'll have to pause and let the chains get set before they blow this one. Everybody in tight. Looks like the tush-push special here coming. And 4 spins out of the tackle, going wide, and a good block there to spring him. And then 5 can't make him. He steps out of bounds. 9 helps, but how about the block in the backfield that put 4 where he needed to go? Fresh feet come in for the Jags defensive line, and the tight formation again here, and a pile up there. Can't tell what's happening. It's a commotion of people, and Drake comes out with the ball, but they're going to say forward progress. Play was over, and it'll be a no gain, 2nd down coming. Hard to see in all that commotion where forward progress may have stopped, but they like it, and the Lockhart Lions stay in the same formation. Gives it to 3, a little slam. Looks like the slot T type of offense, and who else but Moss, the defensive end, crawls his way to victory. So 3rd and long, and you might expect Lockhart to line up the same way, then rise up and try to hit a tight end behind the defense. No safety. Everybody in the box for Buda, and hope he doesn't come back to beat them. And now they're going to spread it out and go 4 wide quads. Buda's going to have to respond and go with them. First time we've seen this 4 wide formation. In the gun, 4 rolls to his right, gets past the pressure, trying to hit the gas now, being tracked by JoJo, slips off the tackle, a block there, and 4 stays in bounds. Tough running, and finally brought down after a 1st down just outside the 10-yard line. And number 4 putting his team on his back. So they line up the same way and then go wide for this 1st and goal.
Let's go, Vince!
And this time 16, counter, up the middle, found some room, and lowers his shoulder, he's in for the score. And the first points of the day belong to Lockhart with 7 seconds to go in the first half. Extra point here, has everybody in tight. Give us to 27, who's got to go to the right side. Leans forward, and I think he has enough. He does. Count it to 8. And the Lions have shocked the Jags here in the first half. So Brantley and Beckham back deep for the Jags. And this ball not even on the tee, so a squib kick going for an onside. And it's live, and it's a Lockhart football. It went the 10 yards needed, and the Jags are sleeping in the first half of this game. So 6 seconds, and just a kneel down there. 8-0 at the break, and we'll see you in the second half. So a lot here at stake in this one. Winner moves on to the championship side of the bracket to face the Bears. Loser goes to the consolation side. 4 lines the ball up the same way, and he's going to try that same onside. This one won't go 10 yards, and now it will go 9, touched by 8. But 4 will get on it just inside of Lion territory. So illegal touching on the Lions, tagging that ball before it goes 10 yards, and so they'll move it 5 yards down the field. And Drake and Tyler both doing a lot of horizontal running in the first half, and it's not leading to much. They're going to have to start running downhill if they want to make a difference in moving this ball. 49 is going to line up on this wing side, and Drake's going to get it end around. Got a little hole there. Lowers a shoulder, or a head rather, and finds the boundary, and they're going to get the Jags for an illegal formation. The guy on the line came off the line and reset in the backfield. That's too many in the backfield, and that's only 6 on the line, and they'll replay first down further back. So the pre-snap movement bites the Jags in the foot there. Formation, strength to the right side.
Let's go defense!
And long pre-snap here. Colton checking around. Now he's going to put 49 in motion, who stayed off the line this time. And same play, but it hits the deck. Drake tried to take it with his hands. It bounced back to him, so a gratuitous bounce. But it's a loss still of yard. 2nd and 15 on the 48-yard line. Jags have some work to do here. Line to gain is about the 33. And now there's the motion to move Drake out. Long count. Bell up the middle. Past the first one, maybe got a little face mask action, but no call, and back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down coming. 3rd and 11, and referee will wind the clock now. 6:53 and moving here in the 3rd. 8-0 advantage Lockhart. And one of the few games that, maybe the only game that Jags hadn't scored in a half of football. Tyler, right side, better hit the gas, another flag. And Tyler slips the first tackle against the grain, still up, now bounces outside. 3 finds him, spins around still, but it may all be for naught. The line judge threw an early flag, and this one may be coming back. So 2 fouls on the play. There was a false start on Moss, but then there was a personal foul, which holds greater weight, and it moves the ball down the field and gives the Jags a 1st down, so they dodge that bullet and keep the drive moving on about the 31-yard line. Tyler, and now Drake, and they're going to say 2 in motion at the same time. Can't do it, and the Jag offense is all kinds of discombobulated today. Normally the motion hadn't been a problem for Buda, but today you got to wonder if it's been worth it, because every play there's pre-snap movement. 12 turned in, coming against the grain, slips the tackle there. There goes Tyler. He can scoot. He's got some room, and they may not can catch him. Tyler down the boundary and steps across the goal line. This time there's no flags, and the equalizer at least partly there. Important extra point, as it's a 2-point game as it stands. Under center is Colton. He's just going to try to go forward with the quarterback sneak, and I don't think he had enough initially. He doesn't, and Lockhart maintains their edge. So extra points definitely important in this game of football. Onside kick this time, kicked heavy. It's going to go 20 yards. Off 3, live football, big hit there. And I'm not sure who got it. There's a lot of pointing, Jag style, but I don't think we've seen an official call yet. And there is one, Jag football, so each team has gotten an onside kick, trying to balance things out. Spot will be the 38-yard line. 2-back set in the gun. Strength to the right side. Midfield. And a late substitution here for the defense. Tyler goes in motion. Drake's going to try to follow him. 16 finds him, grabs a jersey, and he hands the ball to Colton. I don't think that was scripted. And Colton breaks the tackle, and there goes 4. Still on his feet, down the boundary he goes. And that was some improv. We've never seen that before, and so that was certainly a make it up as you go, and it pays off there. So extra point try number 2 of the day here for the Jags, and Colton does line up under center again, so they may try the same thing. Unlucky the first time. That defensive line for Lockhart showing some prowess. Colton wants to roll out and throw it. He got Drake, and it's complete. Drake sticks the ball in the sky. Referees see it. It counts, and the advantage is 6. So Jags capitalized on the onside kick recovery that went 20 yards downfield, and Colton certainly puts a heavy foot into his onside kicks. This time number 4 is over there for Lockhart to field this ball. And kick goes right towards him. High bounce there. Live for a second. Still live, and then it may have found out of bounds, and there's going to be a flag. As Drake went low getting that ball, he hit 4's knee, and he's on the ground in some pain, and we'll hope he's okay. So 4 able to walk off under his own power, so that's good. Getting worked on here on the sideline. Number 3 comes in at quarterback, hands off to 16, and they're going off counter play. Looks like off tackle to the right side, but no gain. Number 3 remains at the helm. 4 ready to come back in. It looks like 16 up the middle, keeping his feet moving. Tackled by committee at the 40-yard line. 3rd and long as we're in the 4th quarter. And then a whistle and then a finger shake to say no to the Jag sideline. under the gun, or under the center. Three's just going to keep her on the left side and drag down by Moss from behind. He's been a terror on defense most of the season. It's a 4th down, and Wilson, number 3, is going to huddle his team up for it, and 4 stays on the sideline. 4th and 9 as the clock moves here in the 4th quarter, and a little referee help from his hands to 18's helmet, and they'll stop the clock while they get things situated there. It's a 4th down, 3 under center, keeping it all the way to the right side. Tyler finds him, wraps him up on the legs, and a turnover there at the 42, 43-yard line. So number 4 comes back on the defensive side of things for Lockhart in the form of the safety. Twins to the right side, Tyler and Beckham lined up, Drake beside Colton. 1st down from the 44, and Tyler comes in motion, balances the backfield a bit, and turnaround give to Drake through the 9-hole, found and wrapped up and taken down by 16, I think, who's carried the ball quite a bit today himself. 2nd and 10, and Lions have pretty much everybody on the line of scrimmage, minus maybe a corner on the far side and a safety, and nobody goes with Tyler. Lines up over there kind of on the wing side. Same play, fakes it. Colton just going to keep her on the left side. 16 tracking him, trying to get the corner turned. Grabs him up high, takes him down. And he may have gotten a yard out of it before he finds the boundary. 5:50 moving. So 3rd and long for the Jags, and they're going to have to move the ball downfield at some point instead of just side to side. And Raul is going to come in motion, line up on the left side. Snap is low. Drake's going to scoop it up, go to the left, and he's got a little room. 1st down and more. There he goes down the boundary, and they may not can catch him. 11 to the house, no flags, and the 3rd score of the day for the Jags on the board. Extra point try on the ground, good for 2 if made. Under center is Colton. He's snuck one, thrown one, and now he's going to run on the right side. Found by 27 and pulled backwards. I don't think he got it. And the point total stays at 20 for the Jags. So a running clock and down 2 scores. Lockhart not moving too fast, though. I always think that teams need to have a little urgency in their step with the rules the way they are at CFPO, where the clock just runs. Whistle blows. Colton aimed to his left. And kickoffs have been pretty successful for Buda today. This one's 10 yards, bounces off and recovered there by the man it touched at the 50. So game recap, scoreless in the 1st quarter. Lockhart scored late in the 2nd to take an 8-0 lead, and then 20 unanswered points here for the Jags. And we're late in the ball game now as 4 back in at quarterback and 4 wide, the offensive set for the Lions. And 21 in there in a hurry. They're going to blow this one dead. And they're going to say movement on the offensive line. It looked like Moss came across early, but he must have seen something. So Lockhart lines up tight, goes 4 wide again. They really haven't thrown out of this. It's been a look-alike pass, and then 4 just keeps it with his wheels, with his feet. And we'll see if that's what happens again. Drops back. This time he will throw to the back out of the backfield, but it's low. Caught, but on the ground for no gain. 2nd down is a couple of loud bomber, antiquity style, fly overhead. About as loud as you've ever heard. 4 wide. And the far wide out trying to line up on sides. And I suppose he is. 4. Hard snap, catches it. Throwing the fade. And a little tall, 3 quit running. Had he kept going, that might have been a pretty pass and a pretty result for Lockhart. So 3rd down, and the Lockhart coaching staff says look for 27 here in the near side in the slot because he's open. Moss is going to come out here in coverage on top of him. And they're going to look for him for the slant route, and he didn't like it, so Forrest is going to tuck it down. And now he's got the original line of scrimmage, and a good low tackle by Beckham Ball comes in and grabs an ankle and stops him at the original line. It's good for 5, but it's 4th down coming. So a flag on Lockhart moves it back, but the chain gang all moved with them, and so they don't have the chains set. They got to blow this one dead to reset the chains back where they were. But we're thankful for volunteers. Couldn't play the sport without them. So replay 3rd down from the 37. Got to get to the opposite 40 to keep the drive alive. 4, hands off Counterplay, Moss tracking from the backside, a good block there, and the ball comes free, and Drake just stripped it as he was hit, and I think he may forgot which way he was going. He was kind of running the same direction as Lockhart, but it'll be a Jag football nonetheless. So the Jags line up in the victory formation. Expect Colton to just take a knee here with 43 seconds showing, and he will. That'll wind the clock, and they won't make them snap it again, I don't think. Teams will line it up, and Lockhart gave them all they wanted today. In the end, the Jags were able to surface and will advance to the semifinals to play the white team Bears, who are waiting. And we'll see you guys then. 20-8, the final.